Hey gang, say listen, this is Coach Hamilton here, and for those of you that are on a tight budget and you want to figure out how you can scrape your own MLM leads and phone numbers and stuff off of the internet, this training is for you. This is an absolutely fantastic method. It's a free method, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse for not using it. Enjoy the training. Alright team, say listen, this is Coach Hamilton, and I've had a few of you contact me and say, Coach, what is one of the best methods that you've ever used to put people into your business that didn't cost money? Right now funds are kind of short and I just don't have the money to put into advertising. What's a good proven method that will work in helping me put people into my business? Well folks, here you go. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is Dial and Dash. And I learned this from a mentor of mine, Rod Stinson, and I'm telling you, it works like crazy if you'll do it on a consistent basis, okay? And so you're probably wanting to know, well, what is Dial and Dash anyway? Well, here's what Dial and Dash is. Basically, if you look at step one, we're going to use Google, and we're going to harvest names and phone numbers of people that have websites, business websites, on Google. We're going to get their names and we're going to get their phone numbers. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to call them phone numbers, and we're hoping to get their answering machine, because we want to leave a 20 to 30 second message on their answering machine that will direct them to our website for them to get more information from us, okay? And you might be thinking of the do not call list. Well, you don't have to worry about that, because if somebody has a business on their website with their phone number and they're advertising it on the internet, you can call them people. That's a business, okay? So they can't be doing that and then claiming that they're on do not call list. That's not, you can't do that, all right? So we're perfectly within our rights to do so. Well, another question you might have is, well, what do you do if they answer the phone? How do you handle that? Well, I'll tell you the way I handle it is I just say, I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number. I am sorry I bothered you. Bye-bye. And I hang up. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to spend 10 to 15 minutes trying to explain to them my business to get them to my website. I don't want to do that. My focus, my attention, my goal, everything here I'm doing is to try and get 30 to 50 dials in. If you look at step 2, I want to try to get 30 to 50 messages delivered in 60 minutes. Okay? In 60 minutes or less. Because I know that if I can get 30 to 50 dials in a day, okay, if I can spend 1 hour a day and get 30 to 50 dials in, and if I do that 5 days a week, when it comes down to the end of the month, I know that I'm going to average anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 sales, okay? Now the secret to this is to stay consistent. There may be a week where you do 30 to 50 dials every single day and leave these messages, and you do that for 5 days and you don't get a sale, and you may not get a sale the next week, but then all of a sudden the third week you might get 2 sales. So when you average it all out over 2-3 months, you're going to average out to about a sale a week, and that's just kind of the way I found it to work, okay? But the big thing is you have to stay consistent and you have to continue to do it, all right? The thing you have to understand about people in MLM that work online, probably only about 2 to 3% of the people that are in MLM online, and they're using online methods, probably about 2 to 3% of them are actually making any money at all. Okay? Most of them are not making anything. That's the truth. That is the bottom line. I hate to tell you that, but that's just the way it is. Okay? But the thing about it is, people that have had a taste of MLM, they don't quit it. They don't quit the industry altogether. What they'll do is they'll jump ship. They'll go from one company to the next company to the next company to the next company. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's move on, and let's see how we go ahead and use Google to harvest names and phone numbers. Okay? So I'm going to minimize this a little bit. Now I'm going to send you or at the bottom of this video, on the page that I have this on, just down below the video, you're going to see a couple different things. You're going to see, like from over here, you're going to see a phone area code listing. It's going to give you the area codes, okay? We're going to need that, and I'm going to supply that to you. And then a second thing is I'm going to supply you a URL, a website address, to a place where you can get like around 1,000 different MLM companies. It's like an MLM directory, okay? That way you have tons and tons of different possibilities, because you see, what we're going to do is we're going to do searches on Google for a particular company, and then we're going to search by area code as well. Because then what that'll do is that'll find us the area code or the phone numbers in that area code for that particular company. So if you think of all the possibilities, if you have 1,000 MLM companies and then all the different area codes there are, you could spend days and days and days and days and days using this method and not run out, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do to start. Now, I'm going to pick a company, let's say for an example, Zango. Zango, they make this really nutritious juice, right? Okay, so let's do this. Here's the code. Here's where you got to pay attention, okay? We're going to type in site. Then we're going to go semicolon. Then we're going to go www.zango.com. Then we're going to go space, and we're going to go quotation mark. And our first area code over there is 201. So we're looking for phone numbers in the area code of 201, quotation marks, and we're going to do a search. We're going to do a search for that. Okay, now if you see this right here, that means that, guess what? We're typing in the wrong URL. So if we want to find Zango distributors to harvest, to get their names and phone numbers of these Zango distributors, we're going to have to figure this out and do it a little bit differently. So let's go to this method. Let's go right here. Let's just type in Zango distributors, and let's do a search on that. Now, we could look at these organic listings and stuff, but I think we're going to have more luck if we come over here to the paid, because if you're an if you're a Zango distributor and you're going to pay for pay-per-click, for an example, you know that if somebody's looking for Zango distributors, that's a pretty hot keyword, so you want to make sure that your website is in front of people looking for Zango distributors, right? Okay, so if we can come down here and look, success with Zango 500K, Art and Terry's team. Well, that tells me that they might be distributors because it says success with Zango 500K and their names. And so let's look at the website address. I don't want to click on this and cost them money because they pay money every time somebody clicks on this, so I'm not going to do that to them. But it's www.mymangosteen.com. Okay, mymangosteen.com. So let's go back up here and let's do this again. Let's go site, semicolon, www.mymangosteen.com, space, quotations, 201, quotations, and let's search that. Whoa, there we go. There we go, folks. If you look at right here, the very first one, it gives a phone number. Now it's not the area code, but it's 3 numbers that are in it. 801-201-7575. Welcome to the Mangosteen office. Check out Zango products. Contact me. First name, last name, optional. Let's just click on that and see what it gives us. I come over here. Page not found. This person must have quit the business. That's all I can say. So let's just go back. Let's come down to the next one. Here's one with the area code. Contact me. So let's click on that one, see what we get. And if you look over here, it says Gene Benfeld, 201-310-1375. So what we're going to do is highlight that. Control C is copy. Push Control C. We're going to copy it. Now we're going to come over here to our notepad, and we're going to Control V, which is paste. So I now have Gene Benfeld, 201-310-1375. I'm going to go ahead, come back over here, go to back button, and let's come down to the next one. Welcome to mymangosteen.com. And so we'll click on that one. I come over here and it looks like Ayana C. Joseph, 201, so I'm going to highlight that one. Control C, come over here to my notepad, Control V, there's 2. Then I'm going to come back to the back button. Let's come on down. Now this is the same one, 709-9534, same one there, 709-9534. Okay. Here's a different one, 32861, so let's check this one out. This is Roma, so let's go ahead and let's highlight that. Control C for copy, and then we'll come over here, Control V, and paste it in Notepad, and then we'll go back. We can go to the next page. We've already got Ayana. It looks like once you get back into here, you start kind of wearing it out. Okay, so then what we're going to do is come up here, and we're going to replace the 201. If you look down here, we got Washington D.C. as 202. So let's change the area code. And if you notice, I didn't do that right. We're going to go in here, we're going to put 202. Okay, and push enter. And we're going to see what that 202 gets us. Okay, there we go again. Zango, contact me. Emmanuel Mo Yeoman, CEO. So let's just go ahead and let's click on that. There's Emmanuel, there's a picture. Let's go ahead and let's highlight all this and copy it. Control C, move it over here. Control V. Okay. And I'm going to stop there with this one, but that just goes to show you that you can harvest all these names and phone numbers, and we've already got, what, 4 or 5 of them, and we've just gone through area code 201, and we haven't gone through all the way to 202 yet. Imagine going through this entire list, you know, imagine going through this entire list of area codes here, you know, and for just Zango. Now imagine doing that for another 999 companies. Okay, so I think you can see the gist of how this works, right?